Okay, y'all, just drop whatever you're doing and turn up your radio, 'cause it's time for Body Love. Here's what happened last time.
Dr. Richard says I'm a perfect match. All 3 of the tests. It's just that I can't be the donor.
Why not?
Says my blood pressure is too high. But I'm thinking if I can get it down, I might be okay for the surgery, but...
Getting blood pressure down takes weeks, months.
Right now, I just want to do something for somebody that, show everybody that I don't have to be a...
You are such a good man when you're not drinking. I have always known it, and I've never stopped believing in it.
I just came from the hospital, just came from watching my wife die a little more, and when I get home here, you are talking about how it ain't your fault and how you don't care. So I'm telling you, before I lose the last bit of control I got over my temper, you just pack up and get out. Or by God, I will grab you by the hair and throw you out.
You making a big mistake, Miles Armstrong. You making the biggest mistake of your entire life.
Now, hang on, Miles.
Too late for that.
You too, Fidelia. Both of you just calm down. You are both tired and you're both all worked up.
You bet I'm tired, Mama Mabel. I'm tired of this woman living off my wife's generosity. Tired of waiting for the day when Fidelia goes back to wherever she came from and leaves the rest of us alone.
Now, Miles.
Don't start on me.
I'm only saying this because I have known you for years, and in all that time, I can't ever remember you acting the way you just did.
The way I just did? Mabel, that woman could save her sister's life, but she don't care. She just plain does not care.
I'm not talking about Fidelia. Right now, I'm talking about you. And what I saw just now was a man who is known for his wise and gentle ways lose all sanity over a child.
Fidelia's no child. She acts like one, but she's a grown woman who needs to take charge of herself.
Well, what I'm saying is, child or grown up, you got to be reasonable with her. You can't just throw her out on the street. She's got no place to go.
Listen, I can't hear this right now. I'm going back to the hospital to see Roz. Dr. Richard said he needed to...
Not right this minute. You're gonna stand right here and listen to what I got to say.
Make it fast.
What do you plan on telling Roz when she asks you what her little sister is up to? Are you gonna tell her that you wouldn't know 'cause you threw her out of the house?
Well, what was I supposed to do? I can't stand being on the same roof with that little...
Listen! Nobody wants to take a slap at that woman's face any more than I do. But if it turns out she's got the only kidney that might save Rosna's life, you're gonna be mighty sorry you were the one who ran her off.
Look, she's probably back there in the bedroom. I'll go on back there and talk to her.
First 2 words out of your mouth better be, I'm sorry.
Don't know if I can promise that.
Might as well put this chicken away. Gonna be a long time before he sits down to any meals, especially if Fidelia shoots him with that gun of hers.
She's gone. Suitcase, jewelry, all that makeup, gone.
What I was afraid of.
Front door standing wide open. She must have just walked right out and headed either up the street or down.
Carrying everything she owns in that big suitcase.
Nothing to do but go look for her. She can't have gotten far.
You're kidding. That child could be anywhere.
Well, I'll catch up with her. I know she's got to go back to Body Love sooner or later. She won't leave town without going there one more time.
You sure of that?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, I'm still the company accountant. And she won't run off without me signing her last paycheck.
Hello?
Saul, what's up?
Man, what's up? Just hanging out here, looking at this list of stuff I'm supposed to get before school starts back. They telling us we gotta wear certain kind of clothes and we gotta have a certain kind of backpack.
See, this is how come I got out when I did. Escape the fate worse than death.
Yeah, well, I'm staying through to the end. I figured if my sister could do it, I know I can.
Assuming you're anything like half as smart as Maya.
Smart ain't got nothing to do with it. It's about working hard, and I know I can do it. Besides, Maya ain't so smart.
Okay, let it go. I just called to find out if Sonny was over there.
Sonny? Over here? Man, what you been smoking, man?
Hey, I'm just saying, he's nowhere else to be seen. I've learned all the places he hangs out, and each of them is currently in a Sonny-less condition.
Just when Mama told me when he went to the hospital and he got tested as a donor, I just couldn't believe it,
and
man.
See, this is my point exactly. If Sonny's done his famous vanishing act again, I'm kind of thinking it's because he got his results back.
Oh yeah?
If he was planning on being some kind of knight in shining armor, charging to the rescue of Miss Rosalind, he might take it really bad if the doctor tells him the crusade is over.
You got that right. And he go off somewhere and try to crawl inside some bottle. It's what he always do.
I don't know. I kind of thought he was considering giving all that up.
Why? Were you hoping to start selling them on something else?
Unfair, my friend. Unfair and untrue. My hopes for your daddy were all for his own health and well-being.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me know if you find out where he is, all right?
If you repay the favor, Saul, my lad, you have my word.
Dang, Sonny. Thought you was starting to pull yourself together.
Either in X-ray or in the lab.
Let me call the kitchen.
Lord, I knew I should have packed some flat shoes.
May I help you with something?
Yeah, I gotta know if anybody's in there with my sister right now.
And your sister is...
Rosalind Armstrong. Who do you think I've been coming up here to see the last 12 days of my life?
Mrs. Armstrong has many visitors, ma'am, and there's no way...
Just tell me if she's alone in there.
I haven't seen anybody go in there all evening.
Okay, now, what about that little cot thingy? That's still set up in there?
The guest bed?
Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. Her husband usually sleeps on it.
I don't think he'll be coming in tonight. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go on up there then.
Yes, ma'am.
And watch who you're calling ma'am. Save her for somebody who's older than you.
Yes, ma'am.
Roz, it's me. You awake? Roz. Well, if you're gonna sleep all night, you won't mind me crashing here. Now, I know you're gonna ask me what I'm doing here. Go on, ask me. Okay, baby, how come you're here and not at home? Well, I'm glad you asked. Your husband threw me out. Miles threw you out? Why in the world? He told me I better get out before he grabbed me by the hair and dragged me out. Those were his exact words. Fidelia, you still aren't telling me why. He's mad at me because I won't come down here and get tested to see if I can give you a kidney. No, I haven't told him yet. I keep meaning to tell him, but, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm still just scared of what everybody's going to think once they know. I don't guess I've said thanks for keeping my secret. I know lots of folks, like Miles, for example, must be coming in here asking you, how come I don't come in here and give you a kidney? So, yeah, thanks. And you watch. You just wait and see. One day soon, I'll say thanks to you. When you're awake.
I'm sorry about this, Miss Foster. It's not like Fidelia to be so late.
Well, I don't mind waiting, but I do have other things to do this morning.
My next appointment isn't for another half hour if you'd like me to.
Thank you, Vanessa, but you know how it is. I just love the way Fidelia did my hair last time.
I understand completely. She needs to do it for you again. I just wish... I was starting to wonder if you were coming in today.
Don't start it on me, all right? I had a very rough night. I overslept. I couldn't even get a shower, and I'm in no mood for any crap from you.
Fidelia, you have a customer.
I know that. I got eyes. Be with you in a minute.
Fidelia, have you lost your mind? You can't come in here late and then talk that way in front of our customers.
Look here, Miss Thang. You don't know nothing about it, so why don't you just butt out?
Now look, this salon belonged to my mama before you were even born. I've been working here since I was a teenager. The only reason you're here is because your sister wanted you here.
You know, I'll just come back another time.
Yeah, maybe you better.
Fidelia, there better be a good reason for all this. That's all I gotta say.
You know, if anybody else had said that, I'd think it was some kind of threat. But since we know you ain't got that kind of backbone...
I'm starting to learn how to stand up for myself, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, but you still got a lot to learn about. Now, don't you start in on me, Miles Armstrong.
Not going to, Fidelia. Fact is, I came to apologize.
For throwing me out of the house last night or for something else?
You threw her out?
I'm just here to say I'm sorry. I promised Roz yesterday I would hear your side of all this, and that's what I want to do. After you left last night, I went out looking for you and, well, I did a lot of thinking.
Good for you.
I was driving around asking myself over and over, why would Fidelia not want to get tested as a kidney donor? Without explaining why not. And it finally hit me. If you had some kind of disease, something that you didn't want anybody to know you had, you couldn't be a donor.
Miles, it's none of your business.
And if you got tested, folks around here might find out what you got. So it must be something you really don't want anybody to know about. Something like...
Miles, I'm warning you.
Fidelia, tell us the truth now. You're HIV positive. You got the virus that causes AIDS. And you've been hiding it from everybody.
Now you better be here again next time to hear what's gonna happen on Body Love.